Political message.
Hey guys, welcome back to GamePlayX4.
He almost did it too.
I'm sorry guys, if you want some context, you want to throw me off. Anyways,
He did.
hope everyone is doing good. Another Friday night. We have some news here that we're about to discuss, but before that, we want to welcome you to join our channel and subscribe down below. And any comments that you have, feel free to do so. Also, anyways, how you guys doing?
Chilling, tired,
Pretty much.
chilling, tired,
Sick.
exhausted, but chilling at the same time.
Chilling.
Hope we gotta get a promotion. That's it.
Bro,
Nah,
you
I'm
be
pretty
getting
sure that's how
promotions
you
out
got
of
to the
nowhere.
interview, yeah.
Not an interview, the meeting. Well, if I get that promotion, I gotta buy another statue to commemorate that one.
What's over the
Bruh.
statues, bro? Have you gotten the first one you order?
Which one?
You remember that you order a statue?
Hasn't arrived yet.
It hasn't
Yeah.
arrived yet? Are you gonna buy another one?
Well, if I get a promotion. First promotion, I bought the Android 18. Second promotion, I bought the Harley Quinn. If I get a third one, I don't know what the hell.
Where are you gonna have played all these things, bro? You have no room
I would place it in a box and I would put it
in
in
your.
the garage.
In your oh my god, that's what you're gonna buy. Right? Like you're gonna spend like $2K and just put them in the
No,
garage.
he's buying
it's
for
more of
his
a
future home.
it's more of a present as a reminder to keep working hard.
One day, it's I forgot I had this in the garage.
Hopefully, it's worth more money by then.
Imagine, nah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Either way, anyways, any games you guys been playing that you feel like you
Multiplayer
missed
games.
out more than
Nah,
more than the usual multiplayer games that we all play?
I haven't been playing games, so
How's the license going? You got it?
my what?
The real estate license? You been working on?
Oh, I finished my first exam. I gotta do 3 more.
Ah, damn.
Yep.
And
So what?
Hey,
They're
man,
like what? They're like 4 state exams.
No, it's 3 exams for the course, and there's a state exam afterwards.
And
Oh,
that
all
one-
about it, yeah.
That one I have to schedule it ahead of time because I have to go to San Diego to take it.
Well, that's
That
San Diego.
exam is for all the things that he did. Pretty sure. For the 4 exams that he did. For all of them, right? Oh, what happened? He froze? Oh, they froze.
they froze. Ladies and gentlemen, our friends.
Walmart connection?
Yeah, you guys have the Walmart
No.
rewards connection.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine now.
Yeah, there's sanctioned in 4 cities in Cali. One is Fresno, one is San Diego. I think the other one's San Francisco. And I don't know the other one.
Not in Los Angeles.
Nope.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The second largest city.
Oh,
It's
you
funny
know-
because the bureau is in Los Angeles.
Interesting.
Just keep working at it. I'm sure you're gonna do fine.
No, I'm
Seems-
planning on taking the second exam by the end of the month.
It seems that you're very
I'm
invested
not waiting
in
3
this.
more. I'm not waiting 3 more months to take another fucking exam.
And
I figured out a cheat sheet, and that's just gonna. I'm just
I'm surprised that you're actually investing, going full out on this.
I'm surprised.
I
I
thought
can't
you.
invest in something.
No, I thought you were gonna.
You don't
not
believe
like
in me,
it.
Ray?
No,
Oh,
I don't.
see
I
how it
don't.
is.
I don't. Let's go to
I see how
short.
it is.
Let's throw it
I
out
see-
there.
I see
I don't
how it is,
believe on
Ray.
you. I don't believe on you.
Well, don't be.
I'll be the first
upset.
one knocking on your door to get a discount. Okay, cool.
Don't do. You ain't getting no discounts. I'm gonna make sure you pay full price.
Oh wow. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's start the show. So the first sliding here we have obviously 3. I think it was announced yesterday or on Wednesday, I believe, when they said that E3 had been canceled. And it's because they say that they're trying to revamp the whole show and they're gonna bring it back on 2023. It's just that it didn't work for them this year. And with Summer Game Fest being born last year, this year is gonna be also done, right? During the
Wasn't Summer Game Fest 2019?
I think so. It's been running for like maybe 1 or 2 years already, and so
Yeah,
far,
I think the first one was 2020.
yeah, it was just the first time they announced that E3 was not gonna be held because of COVID, so they did this instead.
Yeah, so yeah, it was 2020. Yeah, 2020.
And since then, I think it has taken the spotlight from E3, and E3 was like, oh, I don't think it's working. We're still gonna wait another year to see if the whole like COVID thing is out of the way, and then we could bring people back into the whole
Man, they should have
experience.
just brought pap. They should have just had people come into the venue. Everyone's doing it already. I mean, I'm not for it, but I mean, just have people wear masks. That's it.
I mean, we're
mean,
still having the COVID
Just make sure you
protocol.
need a vaccination card, and then
I'm gonna be real. At this rate, it don't look like COVID going anywhere. Just get vaccinated and go whatever, do what the hell you want.
yeah, like people don't care.
It has a like nothing in the last. We have COVID has been happening for like what 3 years now.
2 years.
2 years, a little over 2 years.
It's the
And
same thing, bro.
we're pretty much right. It's just a new one pops up, nothing changes. A new one pops up, nothing changes. Like how many iterations of COVID have we had so far?
It's the
3.
same. It's the
Sure.
same thing. Only difference that people we're mostly vaccinated now. So it's like,
Right. That's all you really do. It's just like the cold or flu. Just do it.
yeah,
And you're
it's
done.
like just. I mean, this is like perfect timing for Jeff Keighley. He's like hitting gold mines, bro. He's like, oh, cancel? Shoot, everybody, I'm about to sign this deal for this year. Everybody come to Game Fest.
Right, but I just felt that I knew it was gonna get canceled though. Because COVID happened again. Oh, they're gonna cancel. I know it's good for them to cancel it. So
I mean, they did it for 2 years straight, so even with COVID, so I didn't think they were
yeah,
gonna cancel it.
yeah, I think they will.
Especially being digital, it was so much easier for them.
I mean, hell,
It was
look,
less work.
look, today we found another variant of COVID. So it's just it's a wrap. Okay.
What is
It's a
it?
wrap.
GG, just do whatever you want. Game over, man. Game over.
Look,
Nah.
they're gonna keep happening. These variants are gonna keep popping up here and there. As long as we become immune to most of them, I think we're gonna be good. However,
I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like what needs to be done needs to be done at the beginning.
Yep.
Right? And it didn't happen. So to me, at this point, it's no point in wasting your time. Like all people need to do is stay inside for like a year, and then take
Not
vaccines.
even a year. Stay
Right.
inside for 2-3 weeks, and that's it.
Yeah, but no one did it, so it doesn't matter. It's getting spread anyway. It's like it's either going to get worse or we're going to get immune. Either way, it's
I mean, the
No,
the
what's gonna
corner
happen?
didn't the
What's
corner
gonna
didn't even
happen
help you
is
out either.
what's gonna happen is gonna continue cleaning house of those that aren't immune, and then natural selection, and then the ones who are immune continue living lives and continue the human race. There you go.
pretty much.
Bro, people don't listen, bro. The first
I mean,
I think it was
it's not.
the
It's
first
not.
3 weeks after
Yeah,
they said like open bars already.
it's not.
Ooh.
It's not just that. It's just that maybe it's just better. Maybe it's just bigger in certain climates. Maybe it's just harder to get rid of. I mean, because even if you take the people who did listen, it's like what, like it's starting to spread even there, right?
Mhm.
So it's like it's no point. It's like what happened. You're never gonna get rid of it. I mean, look how fast it's just changing, man. Like every month or so, there's a new variant. Like it's just gonna find a way to change again until it's either dead or we are the people who can contract it.
No. It's gonna become like the flu, right? Every year we have to take a new shot for the flu.
Right.
So it's gonna become like
That's
that. What's going on right now is that
I've never taken the flu shot.
that they just the companies are just like backing themselves by doing the proper protocols. They don't want to be like back and forward. We're taking it off, backing it on and back. They're just gonna leave it until this goes away almost completely.
I mean,
it
now
hasn't
you don't even
yet.
have to wear a mask indoors.
Right.
Well, not anymore, but some people still taking precautions. Let it
Yeah, some people
go
do. I
through.
have to wear one.
Yeah, I'm still worried. Let it go through for a while, and then eventually it's gonna get off. But the thing is, the company, I think E3 itself as an event, they don't see the numbers cracking because they see people are still like you right now. You just recently said, yeah, people should go. I'm not going though. You get me? So that see,
You know the crazy thing is,
that-
you not gonna go, but a couple thousand people are still gonna
yeah,
go.
but I'm saying they want everyone to come and not be hesitant to not show to the event.
Look,
You know what I mean?
look,
So
look,
they say
that
they
event will. I guarantee you, it would have sold out.
I'm sure it would have done numbers,
Guarantee you,
but
it would have sold out.
there's no guarantee, so they want to be like, you know what, we want to
I
guarantee a
guarantee.
certain amount.
I guarantee you, if they said no mask, just vaccination card, it would have sold out.
Maybe, because people ain't got money like that.
You sure about that, fam?
No,
Yeah.
People been renting out like Airbnbs like left and right, and the
And you get
expensive ones too. Like they got money. People are going to festivals
isn't the
already,
government is gonna give you like $1,000 for like
bro.
the
People are
gas and
going.
stuff?
People are going to festivals, EDCs. Like, people are going to Calabasas already. Sold out. Calabasas is sold out. It hasn't even started. Like, people are spending money. They don't
It
give a
is
fuck.
really
But
bad.
how much is the E3 ticket though?
E3 is
It's a couple
like
thousand.
$300,
$350.
$400.
No, is it like a couple thousand?
That was
yeah,
back
it's a
when it
couple
was
thousand.
private. That was when it was
Oh, I see.
private.
I see.
Now it's like $300 to $500. It's cheaper. Calabasas, like Coachella, that shit's expensive, bro. That shit is expensive. It is not cheap, and it's sold out.
Yeah.
People want to go out, enjoy, and have fun. This is different as gaming, but honestly, I don't think that's gonna stop anybody.
Okay, so what do you guys think about Summer Game Fest taking their spotlight? Well, obviously it's different because it's pure digital. They also have
Yeah.
in that main event, right? For those people who get invited to the event itself.
Yeah. So the Summer Game Fest 2019 was kind of bad, right? It was kind of bad. But then 2020 stepped it up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little 2020 was definitely better than I mean, my bad. 2020 was bad, 2021 was better. I'm hoping they continue that trend upwards, right? And make 2022 more about the games. Because don't get me wrong, we like the developers. We like what they have to say about the games, etc. But no one came anywhere to spend like 2, 3 days talking about Deathloop. All right.
Hell, feels like that.
Like no one wants to hear about that. All right. So it was
I mean,
hopefully
it ended up being a great game, apparently. So,
I mean it was definitely overhyped in my opinion.
I mean,
Uh,
it's just Dishonored, but I mean, it was well received. So
yeah,
all that marketing was, paid off.
and my God, was there a lot of marketing. So let's hope that let's see what they do. I mean, because let's just face it, right? We do want to hear from the developers, but we want to hear about the games itself, not the challenges of development per se.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad. It's not bad to talk about it,
They can do that in a separate little video, put it on
Well,
YouTube,
right?
a
But
vlog.
if you're gonna say, "Hey, here's this new game. Here's Deathloop 2," and they say, "Well, it was hard developing this game. What is this game about? Well, it was difficult developing this game, and we don't know." And it's like, bro,
Zelda. Remember when they first announced Breath of the Wild? It was like, yeah, we took inspiration, blah 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 blah. This and the third. Here's a still, and then Unreal Engine is in the blah blah blah.
yeah,
We took a Skyrim.
yeah, no one wants to see that. Like, like it's not bad. It's not like we don't want to know it. It's just that you don't put it front and center.
Oh, okay. But who's making Summer Game Fest? Who's in charge of that?
It's Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Kelly with his nice ass house.
Hey man, for all the work he been putting in games, he better have a nice ass house.
True.
Shit.
Mm.
But I think one thing I think I like, but I don't about Summer Game Fest is that it's the whole summer. It's not just 1 week, so we get a whole summer plethora of news. The only downside is that we gotta wait for it. So it's not just 1 week and then we just talk about we
What
get
happened?
excited for that. It's just over the months we get some new stuff, which is cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's it's a downside upside because on one hand, it is more spread out,
No dry season.
but on the downside, it's more spread out.
Yeah, I mean, more spread out means that they don't have to rush,
Right.
these cut moments into the conferences and whatnot. So
Right. But but now you don't get those like big banger
Nah,
announcements, yeah, because it's like
yeah,
spread out. So, and then on top of that, they kind of announce when it's about to happen anyway. So,
that too.
they kind of
It's not
tell
a
you,
surprise
yeah.
anymore.
Right. But it is what it is. If E3 wasn't ready, they weren't ready.
But even though E3, like the expo itself, is canceled, I'm sure Microsoft is still gonna have their conference. Probably most likely at their theater. They're gonna, stream it. Nintendo's gonna have their direct. Sony's not gonna do anything because they don't give a fuck anymore. And then EA, so I think everybody else is still gonna continue doing what they did around E3 and maybe
Yeah,
give Jeff a few, nods here and there. But
true. That's true. And another thing too is that they might after the announcement that Microsoft and Sony going to scale back making the new Xbox and new PlayStation. I
they should.
wonder I wonder how, because of the chip shortage. I wonder how, how that's gonna weigh on it, Are you gonna talk about PlayStation 5 games when no one can still get a PlayStation 5? Are you gonna talk about Xbox Series X games when no one can get a Series X? Now you do have Game
Lucky for Microsoft and Xbox is that you don't need an Xbox to play their games.
Yeah, you can just play on the PC with a
You can
game
just
battle
get a
pass.
PC and play your games on PC or on your mobile phone through the
I bet
cloud.
if
Which is
you now
crazy.
now in this rare case, if you don't happen to have a PC that can play decently demanding games and you don't have the internet for xCloud, probably better just go get the scalp console.
That's true.
'Cause
Or do
you don't
like
want
Matrick and get an Xbox One.
yeah, you.
Well, now everybody has a PC though because it's the
But no,
last
it's just
race game.
No,
it's
it's
just how,
capable to play the games.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. 'Cause the thing is that, chip shortage is still affecting GPUs. And GPU prices
Yeah,
are dropping, but they are still affecting them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't pay $2,000 for a 3090 Ti
It's just a bad timing for like gaming.
for electronics. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, electronics in general. It's
how long do
crazy.
you think we're gonna wait for the prices to go down?
It'll be
Well,
wild.
depends when
But
they open a new factory.
yeah, but because we waited what 1 or 2 years for the other two that
Look,
came
look,
out.
if you don't have a 3000 series car right now, don't get one. Just wait till the 4000. Don't even waste your money at this point. Unless you want to make a deal, then if you want to have a deal, then go ahead. But
Yeah.
as you were saying, right?
No, because we did talk about um the other cars that had came out before, and
Yeah.
they still had the same problem, the shortage, because you can't meet the demand,
Right.
and now what? Because
I mean,
the newer chip
Apple has
is
talked about using chips from old iPhones.
Shit.
recycle.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, I
That'll
mean,
be
hey,
funny,
maybe at least they'll be recycling.
especially with that new ass chip they have. Pretty powerful.
At least they will be recycling.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on to this next topic, PlayStation Plus, which also was announced early this week. There were rumors last week where they were planning to jump something to compete against Xbox Game Pass, and they did so. Right now, go PlayStation Plus. Obviously, we all have the current the PlayStation Plus membership that we all get if you pay for the whole year
Nah,
subscription or the quarter
I don't pay.
subscription.
I don't
But
pay for that shit.
basically, what you get with that is the 2 games that they drop every month for free, and you also get to play online, right? And I think that's one of their tiers they have.
Yeah.
For this, let me switch this screen right here so people can see it. So I put the things right here, and basically this is the tiers compared, PlayStation Plus with Xbox Game Pass and Nintendo Online. Essentially, obviously, everyone gets the first tier, which is $9.99, or in this case, the $25 to pay quarterly, or the 69, what, no, $59.99 to pay, right?
Yeah,
Um,
$59.99 for essential.
Yeah. So then you get the extra package.
Wait, this
Yeah,
is on top of the normal PlayStation Plus, right?
yeah. On top of it, just the extra one. It starts from the extra, right? The essential one
No,
is
the essential is the regular one.
the essential is the one you already pay.
Oh, okay. So they already added that into the price. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So they just increase the price starting there to $14.99 for the extra, which it gives you the I guess permission to play 400 game titles between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
Yay.
And then the $17, which is, you could call it the Game Pass Ultimate. In this case, is the premium, which you get the the 100 access games, as well as the I don't think it's backward compatibility. It's live stream, right?
For what, the premium?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
for like play. I
Play the
think the
old games.
PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and PSP are cloud.
Yeah, there you
Yes.
go. So they're
Four
cloud.
is
Four,
native.
4 or 5 are native. Yeah, you
Yeah,
download them.
Yeah.
because they will have to emulate 1, 2, and 3 and PSP, and they're not gonna do that. They're not
Which
Microsoft.
they could do it, but they don't want to do it.
Yeah, they could, but they don't want to do it. Microsoft did it, no problem. Like it's
People online did it for free too. So
that's also true. Nintendo freaking emulates their own shit.
for free, for free.
Not for free. No.
Okay, that's true. You gotta buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
So the price for the essential that we already paid is
Oh, that's true.
$59.99.
Nintendo sells emulators too.
Yeah.
If you want access to the 400 game things they have online is 99.99, which is $100 per year, and then if you want a whole premium package per year, you have to pay essentially $120. Which is
Essentially all they did is merge PS Plus and Now into one package.
Yeah. But what
And
people
then,
are
and then,
worried
and then they
about,
increase the price, thinking that it's worth it. And like,
what people are worried about is the selection of games that are going to be available. And also, they made a statement that how like you guys were excited with Game Pass having like the top titles that are coming
Day
out
one.
on day one on the Game Pass.
Yeah.
PlayStation said that they're not actually doing
They're
that.
They're not gonna do that.
They say
Stupid idea,
that
stupid idea.
that they
Stupid
want to
idea.
keep the traditional cycle of gaming, which they make the games, they promote
Sony,
them, and then
shut
people buy
up
them.
and put the game day one. It's working for Microsoft. It
No,
worked for YouTube.
but it's exactly as we've been saying for like the last few years. Is that of course they want to keep the traditional model. That's where they win.
That's all they got.
Yeah, exactly. They win when everything is super simple and it's just a
Mhm.
graphic race and basic games. But as soon as you start mixing in the services, like always, they fall short.
Yeah.
It's always happened. Like
It's go ahead.
I was gonna say, it always happens. I mean, look at what happened with PlayStation Plus first came out. It was the worst one, even worse than Nintendo's, which is
Well,
crazy.
yeah, look at this. Like, Microsoft has been doing this for 2 decades, right? So
Yeah,
even with the original Xbox, they implemented Xbox Live.
yeah,
In the original Xbox, Bungie created the whole lobby system, party chat, all that stuff for Microsoft. So Microsoft had that. They started that shit, right? They didn't have a store until Xbox 360, and then even when the 360 and PS3 came out, Sony didn't have an online yet. I think they did, but it was very
it was just like the Wii. It was really basic. Well, not
yeah.
like the Wii, but there was no party chat.
It was
There was
just you go in and you play online. That's it.
and it was dependent on the game.
Yeah, in-game lobby, in-game voice chat.
Right.
That's it. No party system.
Right.
The store was absolute garbage. Everything messaging system, everything is
bad.
trash. They had no services, right?
And they had outages for months.
Yeah, it was really bad. But Microsoft started this two decades ago, and then in the 360 era, they started implementing services, live services, and stuff like that. So they've been doing this for years. That's why on Xbox it's so seamless. At first, we were annoyed by it on 360, but then they found the formula, and that it's been working for them for future consoles. Sony sucks when it comes to services. They can't even do a fucking a UI justice. They had the UI, one of the best UIs, and they completely messed it up. So
Definitely.
So you think that it's gonna be flop? The subscription service is gonna
At the
flop?
beginning,
I don't think it's gonna flop. People are gonna support it because at the end of the day, people are gonna play
boys.
online, and
What saves Sony's stuff is their games. That's pretty much it. Like
Mm.
like you can't deny that the PlayStation 2 probably has like the greatest library of all time, right? And so it's one of those things where it's just like because you have access to the PlayStation 2, people most likely gonna buy it. The thing is, what games are gonna be on the service? That's the real question. If it's just trash,
well,
then
the thing
it'll
is,
go
right? Look, PS Now didn't do well, and that had almost every fucking game that PlayStation ever released. But the reason why I didn't do so well is because it's cloud based.
Yeah.
People, even
don't have internet like that.
yeah, even casuals, they notice the latency, and that turns down the experience. So if they did what Microsoft did and just emulate the games and allow to install these games, I think it'd be a way better service. But
Yeah,
Cloud is
but
like, okay, cool. I have no internet. Guess what? My PlayStation Plus is just
it's just that.
irrelevant.
Yeah,
It's irrelevant. On Xbox, I can install the game. My internet is down. Guess what? I have DRM for the next 30 days.
Isn't PlayStation Plus when they give you the game, don't you have to keep PlayStation Plus to keep playing it?
Yes.
Okay, because
You put
Microsoft
your
is just given to you. It's just
well,
given to you, right?
the old model for Microsoft during Xbox, early Xbox One, mid Xbox One, they went to rental. So now, if you
Oh,
don't have Xbox Live, you don't keep the games anymore.
oh,
But the old games that you kept prior to that, when they changed that term and conditions, you keep those games. But after that, it's just pretty much you're renting it. That's all it
okay.
is.
Yeah, because like it's just a PlayStation Plus. Like it's not for what they announced. It's not too bad. It is kind of pricey, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, like
And
how
whereas in
how
Nintendo's like, yeah,
you pricing your premium, right?
yeah, come on,
$3 more than Xbox,
Xbox.
than Game Pass Ultimate, and the Ultimate is a better service.
Yeah,
yeah.
because you could play. At least play the games.
Well, you
All
get first
games and
party
stuff.
games day one. Too.
You get first
Yeah,
party games
yeah,
day one. You get EA games
yeah.
on your
Oh, yeah, games.
platform. Soon to be Ubisoft if that deal goes through.
Right.
And then Xbox games day one. So that means Activision games, Bethesda games, all those games you get on that platform day one for $15 a month, and then on PlayStation for 18 for $3 more, you won't even get half of that.
Nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, you get old games made. That's another question too. Is the PlayStation 5 games? How long are you gonna have to wait to see those be put on the service? Right?
bro.
I think it's gonna be like 3 months.
Think
Bro,
so?
being
I think
being
three
like
months.
a
Yeah.
year, bro, and then doing it.
I
Yeah,
think they're gonna wait a quarter to get those sales, and then they'll put it on the platform.
yeah, because I was asking around, and some people say some people think a year or two.
That's too
So
long.
that way, like they
Nah,
can
Be a
finish
year.
out.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
people are
way
not
That
gonna
too
way,
invest
that
long.
in
way
it.
they can finish out all the DLC first, and then
I'm gonna lie.
Way too
yeah,
long, man. I mean, I don't know if I'm correct on that. You can quote me on it, but I think Sony said that. I think after a year or two a game is released, they're putting it on PC.
fair enough. They did say
So
somewhere.
I don't know if it's a year or two, but it's around that time frame. So they might as well put those games a quarter after it's released
Yeah,
on the
because like the
platform.
question is like right. So they said PlayStation 5 games. Do you think on launch you're gonna have Spider-Man Miles Morales on there or Ratchet and Clank?
You probably get Miles Morales and seeing how that's a PlayStation 4 game. Um, Ratchet and Clank, maybe. Mm,
I said essentially the November 2020 games. You think that's gonna
The
be out?
games, Ratchet and Clank is fairly new. I think it came out this year, right?
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And any games that came out last year, yes, you'll probably see them there. Horizon, you're not gonna see it there. Not until the summer, probably, maybe fall. Same thing with Ratchet and Clank or any other games that comes out. I don't think so.
Fair
There's no
enough.
point at it.
I
There's
think
no
that
point.
I think they're gonna want to test the waters and see what they can get away with. Because at the end of the day, everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, man, like MLB The Show is on Game Pass day one,
Right.
and that's your fucking game. I'm gonna just go to Xbox and play the game on day
Bro,
one
but
on right there."
if they do that, by that time, Xbox is gonna win no matter what they do.
I mean, Game Pass has been killing it, so it's like you really can't compete. All you gotta do is just try to make a product that appeals to other people.
Another thing is that apparently what's killing it though one of the bigger categories on Xbox Game Pass is the indie games. Do you think that PlayStation will have
Mentality, same way.
that same outcome?
Maybe, but they've been very negligent when it comes to the indie games. So
Yeah. Yeah, because
But
like indie games, apparently like Xbox has like if you have an indie game, there's an application you can fill out to get your game on Game Pass.
yeah, and Switch too. You can just put that shit
Right.
there, and it's
what I
easy.
don't get
Right.
about Sony
PlayStation
is what I
PlayStation's
don't.
sorry, go
Mhm.
ahead.
No, I was saying like for PlayStation, like you pay more money for more money, you get less games to play.
Like
That's a fail right there, to be
I
honest.
spoke to a few indie devs on Discord, and it was like, bro, dealing with PlayStation is like dealing with Apple.
Oh wow.
Trying to put your game on PlayStation is like trying to put your game on Apple's platform.
Right.
It's
Because
a
like,
pain
yeah,
in the ass.
that's what I say. Because they PlayStation or Sony, they want like a curated platform, right?
Yeah,
Where it's
yeah,
just like, "Oh, we wanna give you the best of the best," but the thing is that the best of the best might not be the most innovative
yeah.
for the next time.
Yeah, like I understand you don't want like, someone to put some bullshit on it, but it's like there's processes you do to make sure those games aren't bullshit, but it's just they need to make it easier to put games on that machine.
Yeah.
Because it's like Sony, right? Like they're a top dog, so they're like, oh fuck yeah, we don't need y'all. But as soon as their sales dip and someone else takes their position, guess what? Everything flips. That's what happened during the PS3 era. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was probably a surprise to them. The PlayStation 3 era. They didn't do
They-
as well as they thought. They
yeah,
did
there was
really
like
well, don't get me wrong.
they was like, oh, we can lose. Oh shit.
Yeah, the PlayStation 3 era was probably one of the best console ever because almost every game console almost sold 100 million units, which is crazy.
It was competitive as fuck.
Right, and so it was definitely a great time for games. But
Well,
yeah,
not anymore.
the PlayStation 3 was not the best
Nah,
PlayStation. That's
even
for
now, I
sure.
mean, there are some great games that have been coming out. It's just that compared to that era, it's just. I mean, also, back in those days, it was just about making the game, finish the game, push it out. Now
Yeah.
it's like we got to make the game, cut some content out, make it a service, sell you some more shit later, blah blah blah. So it's just more hurdles nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like what I feel about it is the business kind of way. It's like you give a cheaper price for more satisfied customers. That's what Xbox doing. Look up PlayStation. You have a higher price than the competitors and less games to pull out.
Like,
It,
We
it's
don't know.
like
let me give you an example. I haven't been able to play that many games lately just because I've been so busy, right?
Mhm.
A person like me, I'm not gonna go spend $60 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 games, and then like, oh damn, I can't play those games. I just wasted money. I'll go get the subscription, and then I go play the game I want. And for $15, I get $15 worth of play for that month, and I can touch whatever the game I fucking want. If those games that they've been advertising on the TV or online are not in there, I'm gonna just bypass it because I'm like, I'm not interested in those again. I want to play those games right there. So, but if I go to Xbox and be like Game Pass, like, oh shit, uh, Elder Scrolls 6 just dropped, and like, oh, let me try that. I don't want to spend $60 because I'm too busy. Let me put $10 right there real quick and try it out. Easy as that. But Sony doesn't have that, so it's like you lose customers or that like that as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I really think it was just more of just get a competitor versus get a viable competitor.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, as time goes on, they'll see that they need to add some stuff to it and make it better. But if they don't change it, they just leave it like this, it's not gonna be too successful.
And then for the people who are listening to this conversation, why we're not talking about Nintendo is because they're not worth talking about.
Yo, like
It
I'm
just
not. Every time I talk about Nintendo, I got some bullshit to say because they always do some
Look,
stupid
it's cheap for a reason, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to fix their internet, man. Come
You
on.
get the bare minimum, bro. It's crazy.
Just give me a full game of Smash, bro, in the internet. No lagging, none of that.
Yeah,
If you fix that, I'm so happy.
All Nintendo has to do is put up all their old library. They have a great library. I don't know if they don't want to put it up.
But they don't want it. You have to pay extra for that.
Can you
Well,
imagine you paying $60 a month, or maybe a year? Let's say a month, right? $6 a month, and you have the whole library of NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
system that got pushed to
Yeah.
got pushed to the curb.
Yeah, 'cause I
All
mean,
of that.
there are a lot of games people want to play. There are a lot of games people want to play, but at the end of the day, you're forcing them to emulate it because
Yeah.
you don't want to give them a chance.
Actually, it's interesting you mentioned that. So my coworkers, he was like, he's been playing old school games lately, and he's been playing all the Star Fox games, and he's been wanting to play like Star Fox Adventures and Star Fox Assault, but he can't play nowhere else, so he has to emulate on his computer. But he's like, I'm always doing something, so I wanted to play it on the Switch, but it's not on the Switch because they don't have GameCube games. It's like, damn, I wish they had it on it. I'm like, Nintendo, it's something you should probably invest in.
Of course, but that's their problem. They don't get it. They'll get it one day, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, and then if someone emulates it, gets what? They get in trouble for it. Oh, you can't emulate it. You're not even selling the game. You're not profiting off of it.
But you know, it's funny. We still buy it. We still buy it.
We? Who's we?
I'm talking about people.
Everybody. What do you mean?
Who's we?
Either
Y'all haven't
way,
paid for Nintendo Online ever.
either way, since we're talking something on topic of passes and whatnot. Let's move on to Xbox. Trying to be better, right? Trying to like move the change forward.
Yeah.
Instead of Nintendo and PlayStation just trying to copy each other and then
Well,
not
Nintendo
doing anything.
does have this this model,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. But just go, it's not worth it. Anyway, like who's gonna?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Nintendo family is pretty decent. It's worth it in my opinion.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's
they
just,
get
It's
you
just
pay
it's just
$5, you
so
know.
yeah, you don't want to pay the single. You just don't want the single,
So
and you don't want the Game Pass or whatever they have, the DLC pass or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they're not going against people who are sharing their passes or whatnot because they have the family pass, right? So in this case, Xbox is trying to do the
I
same.
mean, sharing your pass is the whole point of the family plan, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no. Look at Netflix. They have a family plan, but they're like, no, they have to be in the same place, same network.
They can you know
I'm like, get the
Makes
fuck out of
sense.
they,
Makes
they,
makes
you know,
logical sense.
they could go somewhere.
yeah, yeah. So in this case, Xbox trying to do the same thing. And how
It's
much?
actually anti-consumer.
And they're trying to like have it for 5 people, right? For a special rate. How much are they gonna increase?
I think it's the same as
Same as PlayStation?
Nintendo's. I think it's the same as Nintendo. They don't have one here.
I don't see it.
No, they don't.
I mean, I don't. Has it even been announced?
No, you say that it's gonna be a family subscription there.
I think they're just in talks, right? But they
Right.
say because they don't have it. I think if you go
Yeah,
back,
they don't have a plan, so it's been talking.
if you guys
It's
go
been in
back to
talks.
that picture that I put there, is the comparison of the 3 subscriptions here. Obviously, Xbox is the only one have a family plan right now, right?
Yeah.
And obviously PlayStation Plus is going to include it. And I mean, it makes sense. Xbox Game Pass is already great as it is, but you know, people want to share their account with someone else and pay a premium. You know, it's good for everyone. I mean, you guys said that it's great for PlayStation.
It's probably gonna be Game Pass, but not Game Pass Ultimate, like family plan.
I mean, who enjoys the ultimate side of it
The Ultimate side does have benefits for it. If you just want a game
on PC?
on your PC or
But-
like say on one machine, then it's Game
but-
Pass.
but-
If you get Ultimate, you have access to Game Pass on consoles and PC.
Either way,
And also
the
with
titles that are
Ultimate, you
available
get
for
access-
PC.
Yeah, Xbox Live.
Also on consoles, if you get Ultimate, you have access to Xbox Live and also cloud service on any machine, so you can play your games on the cloud on any machine. You get perks, like exclusive content if you get Xbox, if you have the Ultimate. So
We'll see if they. I mean, it would have made sense.
and you get discounts. So if you want to buy a game, you get discount like 20% off.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it would make sense if you exclude that from that. But
I don't think it'll be Game Pass Ultimate. It'll be Game Pass.
it will be,
I think it'll be Game Pass.
I mean, well, whatever they decide on, people are gonna
I could
complain
be
or
wrong though.
not. You know
I
what I
could
mean?
be wrong. I think it should be Ultimate, just so that
Yeah.
you are pushing for cloud gaming. So what's better to get your family and to get into the cloud is by pushing.
I mean,
Ultimate.
most consumers want the best out of their buck, right?
Yeah.
And, so it will make sense for them to get it, but companies are always gonna try to push more money if you want that. It's like if you want the old Game Pass Ultimate, just get your own fucking account. All right, but but if not, then just get a family plan and just get access to the game library that we have.
Now it'd
Right.
be fire if it's Game Pass Ultimate Family Plan. It's like $30.
Oh my god, $30, and they're successful with that, bro. Sony can catch up with
If
that.
it's $30,
Sony's down.
I'm gonna abuse the
Yeah. And with the purchase of Activision, and all those third-party titles that people like, especially Call of Duty, right?
Just it's crazy though. The fact I still crazy that they have Activision because I remember like a few years ago, me and my brothers, we wanted to play Black Ops and Black Ops 2, and it was like, damn, I gotta put the disc out. I don't have a digital, and then my brother didn't have the game, and because he already had sold it, and I was like, damn, wish it was on online, and now all the Call of Duty games gonna be on Game Pass. So
Yeah, and thank God because some of these games need some revival online. Like I see people on TikTok or other social media playing those old Call of Duty multiplayer games online, and they playing against bots because there's no one. And then people, you can see the comments saying people complaining, "Oh, you're playing against bots, you suck." I was like, bro, there's nobody in the game.
Well, which COD is that?
I think it's the people that the ones that people
Modern
like more.
Warfare?
Yeah, either Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops, especially Black
Well,
Ops 2.
there's
Black
bots,
Ops
and if
1.
there's no bots, it's just a bunch of hackers.
No, it's PlayStation. I think Black Ops 1 has a bunch of bots.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here right now.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
All right,
Kenna.
Ken, good luck. Have fun in the meeting.
Yeah. So yo, man, if it's not bots, it's just hackers.
Either way.
Those modded lobbies, man, they own Modern Warfare 1.
No, but the
and 2
thing
and
is, there's no hackers unless you play on PC. If you play Modern Warfare 2 on PC,
no,
you're gonna find
that's
hackers.
a lie. On Xbox
Yeah.
360, bro.
Oh, you said 360, but now
The
with
JTAG, you can still hack on Xbox One. Bro, you can hack on consoles. It's just harder. It's not.
the
It's
Xbox Series
people
X?
think that. Yes, people think that just because you have a console, you can't hack. It's not.
No,
you can
but
hack
I'm
it. It's
not
just
saying
harder
that.
to
Yeah, I'm
do
not
it.
saying that you can't hack it. It's just harder.
It's harder, but it's possible.
Yeah, but
I know someone who hacks on Xbox.
but the amount of people that
I'm not
did
gonna
it.
say
Okay,
his name, but I know someone who does.
can you compare it to the amount of people that used to hack the Xbox 360?
No, because it's not as easy.
Okay,
you know,
so
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure you're gonna have
like
some
on
hackers.
on Xbox, you have to mod it. You gotta do some shit to it. This and the third. On PC, you just download software. And
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you play it,
it's so much easier.
The one is kind of a little bit crowded. Is if you play Modern Warfare 2 on PC, you're gonna find people. You're gonna find lobbies.
Yeah.
A little bit
The
harder.
thing is on
than
PC is that you're gonna find people on older games.
Yeah.
On consoles, people tend to move on.
Especially now that there's I think it's called MW5, where it's just it's a modern game of Modern Warfare 2. Okay. And they include all the good Call of Duty games there.
Yeah,
but it's the modern version where
the modded community is dope, man.
Yeah.
So they still support that game. I remember that.
I remember I played a modded version of Halo 3. That thing was fire. It was called El Dorado, man. That thing was sick.
El Dorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen people like making new stages. I was like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, making maps is not hard.
Dude, yeah.
Making maps are easy. Maps are probably the easiest thing to make in a game. It's not that hard. And then to put it into the game is pretty easy.
Until you find all the bugs, right?
Yeah.
Or you just put in older maps that are not available in some games.
Just put in the good maps and that's it, and then make your own ones. There's people that mod zombies, like the zombie game mode. They make their own maps for zombies on PC too.
All right, so awesome since we wanted to talk about Nintendo, but we refused to, we still got to talk about Nintendo adding some games here online. They added
every podcast. We always have something to say about
Super
Nintendo.
Mario World, SP, and more. You can see some of the games right there, titles. What makes obviously we see the competition bringing in PlayStation Plus, Xbox with their family plan and adding more games every month. And now with maybe they're listening to Nintendo's listening to the council, like they're demanding for more games. This is the one we see, right? Super Mario World, Airworld Gym 2. What else? That's it, right?
Man, I need N64.
Super Metroid there, bro.
I need N64 games up there, man.
Bro, they're not gonna do it. Watch, they're gonna do it when we have to pay. We have to buy the biggest battle pass for them. Like, oh, you want to play these games?
I wish
$100 each.
I wish Earthworm Jim was still good to this day.
Really?
Yeah, that Earthworm Jim was fire when I was a kid. I don't know how good it is now, but I thought that game was sick back then.
I used to play with my brother.
This is all cloud based though. Like you can't install it and play. It's all in the cloud. So if your internet shit goes to shit, guess what? You're not playing these games.
You know what's fun about these? We have these special games, right? Special with the SP, Super Mario World, Punch Out, and Super Metroid. They're all special games, so that means that we have to buy even more to play them.
Excuse me?
I feel like is it?
I gotta pay more to pay the SP game. No, fuck that.
That's why I feel special. Right?
Leave it to Nintendo to charge you an arm and a leg just to play some old games.
And just to say like, oh, some special games you have to buy. You have to pay the premium. Watch it.
Premium on top of the premium.
I'm gonna play it for free. On my machine right here.
Yeah,
You
and the
know,
emulators. They hate.
I got.
I remember they went after the biggest emulator website.
Yeah,
I remember
they shut down the ROM site too.
They made them shut them down. Now it's really hard to find some ROM sites.
Yeah, there's you have to pretty much get it from like a torrent because there's
Yeah.
someone that has like have all the games in their cloud and you just download it from their servers. Yeah,
I
it all
remember when
sucks.
they announced it, but they made those ROM sites to shut down, and they were saying, "Oh, we were shutting down at the end of this date." And it was like, I went online and I tried to download as many games as possible. At least the ones I liked, but then I couldn't find some.
Yeah, no, it's hard. You can just play it online. They have online emulators.
Yeah,
You
but
can just
no.
play them in the cloud. Ironically, I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah,
can
but
you
now
find
it's
Diddy
just
Kong
gonna
Racing?
put in a controller to. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
find it in a but the things like you have to like emulate the controller.
No. I'm just saying they put it PC. I'm sure you can find it for the PC. What about the
Of
Game
course.
Pass? The Game Pass online for Nintendo.
Oh, the Game Pass.
Yeah, look,
they don't have no
They
Nintendo
need they
64
they,
yet.
they need to add more games.
they're
man.
slowly adding games that people want. However,
I want my F-Zero up in here.
They're gonna
I want all the
take-
Mario parties up there.
they're not gonna do that. They're
I
gonna
want
just.
Pokemon
They did what they did.
Stadium 1 and 2.
They're gonna do what
up
they
there.
did with the characters from what's it called? Super Mario Brothers Brawl. No, Bros. Brawl is the Ultimate.
Ultimate.
Where they drag, they're coming out from every character until now that we have all of them. They're gonna do the same thing with online. It's you want them, we want to raise them when we tell you to, all right?
Mhm.
But just
No,
wait.
this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna have Nintendo 64 games, but the best 64 games that came out, we had to buy individually. Watch them say that. Watch them say that.
Leave it to Nintendo. Then remember, this is the same company that charged you to transfer your games from the Wii to the Wii U. They charged you like I think it was 20, 30 cents. If
Get
you
the
wanted to
hell outta
move it,
here.
if you wanted to move that game from the Wii to the Wii U, you had to pay some money. And I was like,
No,
what the fuck?
no. I'm paying nothing.
Yeah,
Everything's
Yeah.
free for me.
it's insane.
Yeah,
But
let us
It's crap.
Nintendo. We love Nintendo, but it is what it is. And since we're talking about Nintendo, let's talk about one of their biggest titles that they were previously supposed to come out this year, which is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Deuce or 2. But they saw what happened with the newest game that people are playing now. What's it called? Elder Scrolls?
Elden Ring.
Yeah. Okay,
Elden
Elder Ring.
Ring.
And how the biggest sensation people are calling it the game of the year, and Nintendo saw that shit. I was like, we're not ready for this. We're not ready to compete against them.
I doubt it. I honestly think that they're delaying it to release it alongside the new machine. They do this all the fucking time.
Which is
Every time they delay the Zelda game,
they already
it
released.
comes out with the new machine.
They already released the Switch HD or whatever they call it.
No, that's not HD. That's OLED.
All the
Yeah, but yeah.
LED.
So what they're
And
gonna
when they
release?
release,
Switch 2?
I think the Switch 2 is probably gonna be the Pro, right? That's definitely gonna be a thing, and they're gonna release this game with that. And honestly, I think they're gonna go with the Xbox model and make an ecosystem where like you can play your Switch games on the next Switch machine, no problem. And I think they should just keep the Switch model for the rest of their fucking like
Bro, when did
the
Existence.
rest of their life, bro. Just make a Switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep doing it because it's obviously
Switch
doing
100.
well.
no,
It's a
Look,
hologram.
look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The reason why it's PlayStation is went from PlayStation 1 to 5 with the same shit because it's been working for them. That's it. Like, and even Microsoft, they're traditional. Nintendo's the only one that wants to do some innovative bullshit.
the next Nintendo system is gonna call Switch Me, okay?
They'll switch us.
Switch us.
And they're gonna think it's a peripheral, not a new system. If it's a brand new system, bro, just call it the Switch 2 and we can keep moving on forward.
It buys a new
That's it.
system, but better memory. That's it. More memory.
That's not even bad.
Yeah, I mean, people kind of were waiting for it. Like, I keep seeing this like outgoing trend of games being delayed. Right, we're supposed to have gotten a lot of games on February,
Yes.
and they're being pushed towards probably after the summer, right?
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of games got delayed, man.
Yeah.
So many games.
And I
got
don't know if
delayed.
because
even movie production is getting delayed.
yeah,
too.
yeah. But look at what happened with Morbius. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit soon. That people are very unhappy with the production. Well, not the production, but just the outcome of the movie. That they say various things, right? And some people like yourself say, "Nah, I prefer to go watch it myself before."
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it regardless. I saw the after credits scene and all that. I'm still gonna go watch.
You know how bad it has to be for people who don't give a shit about the after credit scene. Like, let me watch that. You said it in the comment. Remember, we have that on the chat. And let me watch that. Fuck it. Like, you want to get spoiled? Like, it's that bad. Like, people don't care if you watch it spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, like from what I'm hearing, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, either way.
the Zelda, Legend of Zelda. I think it'd be so sick if they made a co-op Zelda game. Like what they did, but a 3D co-op Zelda game. 3D.
You know what you're gonna do with a co-op? They're gonna do like Mario Galaxy. Somebody's gonna be like two.
Yo, I was so disappointed when Nintendo said, "Guess what? We have co-op in Mario Galaxy." I was like, and it's a fucking you can join the stars. Oh my god, collect the stars for me.
Yeah, you could like make him spin and stuff.
You're playing. Can you imagine? You're playing Mario. You're playing Mario Galaxy, and so your brother or whoever is playing Mario, and he's like, "Yeah, let's play some co-op." And you're like, "Oh, cool, play Luigi." And you're like, "Nah, bro, just collect those stars. Just collect those stars for me, bro." He's like,
I remember the game of Mario Galaxy, right? It says co-op. Oh, nice. We can play together now. We can help each other. When brother got a controller, he said like, all these co-op collecting the little.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we were wondering, so where's Luigi? Where's Luigi? Can we pick Toe or something? Nothing.
Like it would have been sick. It would have been like Mario 64 DS. That would have been fire.
I remember navigating through that stupid menu trying to find how do you make the other guy come out? Whatever.
But as there was these modders. They made on PC. They made Breath of the Wild multiplayer, and there was like 3 links just running around, just playing together. It was an April Fool's joke. But they pulled it off, and it was like it could be done. It's just that Nintendo doesn't want to do it.
Doesn't want to do it, yeah.
It'd be so sick to
Bro,
have
there's a lot of things that Nintendo they're not down for.
A 3D co-op Zelda game would be fire, like straight.
I don't know if it's an Asian culture thing that they're very proud of the things they do. They don't want to change.
No, they're not. Well, they're proud, but they're very fucking stubborn. like they are so stubborn that they do not want to change. Like it's just it's the old way of thinking where it's like, well, this is how we grew up. This is how it's gonna
remember, like when they ask him, it's like, "Oh, you're gonna partner up with third parties to make a brand new game?" It's like, no, we believe in the people who make our games, and we're gonna keep staying with them.
And guess what? Now they partner with third parties to make their games.
Yep, because they say money.
Because guess what? Next Level Games was a third party company. You know who made Marvel and Rabbids? A third party game. Like they started branching out. Yeah, that was Ubisoft. Because if you put your IPs out there and you just hire someone to make games for you, you have more potential, growth. But they're just like, what if it sucks? Well, not all your games are good. So,
bro, Ubisoft came in. I can't even play Uno, right? Ubisoft, come on.
Mario Rabbids was fire, man.
I'm not saying Mario Rabbit. I say Uno, dog.
Uno's lit.
I pay it twice, and that thing just fire. Like, nope.
Uno's lit. But yeah, delays are usually good for for development. That means we should get a better game, unless you're Cyberpunk. But other than that, we should always get a better game when a game is delayed.
And then Zelda, when was it gonna come out? Zelda game?
It was supposed to come out this year.
But on 4, right?
So no, this year, 2022.
Yeah, I know it's gonna come out 20. It was supposed to come out 22, but why?
Oh, probably the fall.
Yeah, December, right?
Yeah,
probably holiday.
Or November
20. Have these plus another Pokemon game.
Yo, this game got delayed, right? And we still haven't heard about Metroid Prime 4. That game is dead. I'm sorry. Like I love Metroid, but that game is dead. We haven't heard shit from Metroid since 2018.
No, because he got a game for Metroid last year.
Okay, sure. I exaggerated. We haven't heard anything from Metroid Prime 4 since
Okay.
2018. There we go. I have to correct myself there before people start flaming me in the comments.
Yeah.
He
Before
doesn't
Hades,
know what he's talking about. Metroid Dread came out last year.
yeah, before Hades comes to you. Like that.
Get your facts straight, man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So Intel has their card had delayed too, because chip shortages and whatnot. We don't know any specs about this thing, but that they're still making their Intel Arc, the graphics card. I think competition is amazing. So if this card ends up being great, more competition for a good price too, that way you can drop those prices down a notch. Because
It might
I
is
I don't feel like paying $2,000 for a base card.
it might if it's decreased by $1,000 and you can manufacture
You can
faster.
have that myself.
We did talk about this, right? I think a few months ago. Or
Yeah, we did talk about it, yeah.
now
But
it's been
it was
delayed.
just from recent news that it's not coming out anytime soon. But that they are still developing it, and that it's likely gonna be on par with the Nvidia's 4000 series. So expect
I
that.
think it's a marketing thing, but
Most likely is just so
Yeah.
people don't be like, oh, people don't forget that they are doing something, But I mean, another GPU manufacturer, if it's good, that's great competition. That means
Yeah.
we can control these
Well,
prices out here.
there's just no hope for China to invade Taiwan, right? Because if that happens, yeah, all that stuff out of the window,
Bro,
right?
we're not gonna be playing games for the next 10 years.
People like,
We're gonna go back and play. We're gonna go back and play Xbox One, Xbox 360.
People being like, people gonna be like this, and graphics cards, y'all. They're gonna be
like, yeah, man, you got that 2030, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
But
yeah. So that's that. Something quick, not to do crazy. So Morbius. Let's
Oh,
No spoilers because I haven't seen it. You guys haven't seen it
I
either,
haven't seen it
so
either.
we're not gonna spoil anything. But we're just gonna talk about how much people hate this movie. And there's memes out there that say Jared Leto played one of the worst hated DC characters, and now he's played one of the worst Marvel characters. And then the people are just like, bro, just retire from superheroes.
Damn, so is that bad?
Well, like critics are destroying it, but the fans give it a C. Like people are giving it a C. I've heard great things about it. I've heard terrible things about it. I heard that this movie is just a setup movie, and Sony just loves to repeat their fucking mistakes because Spider-Man 3 had too much going for it. That was why it was one of the worst Spider-Man movies. And Spider-Man, eventually, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was just a setup movie for Sinister Six. So they fucked that up. Now they're trying to do the same shit with this movie, trying to set up. Obviously, they're trying to set up Sinister Six because we saw the trailers. Vulture's in there, and then Vulture met where Scorpion and Spider-Man. So it's like, obviously, they're trying to do that. But they kind of already did Sinister Six stuff in MCU, so I don't understand why Sony's going down this route. But Sony just loves fucking things up. So we'll see. I'm gonna still go see it because I want to watch it and experience it myself.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, Ron.
no, I just want to be a creative bit because I want to go watch it and how does it have like a big argument why the people think that it sucks or something like that. For me, I want to experience the movie Morbius because I haven't had a lot of story background for Morbius. I haven't watched nothing with Morbius, so for me, just experience who is Morbius, how it became like that.
Yeah, from what I was told, the movie is focused more on introducing these villains than giving Morbius its own
It's,
steady feature
oh,
film. But we'll see. I'm gonna see what it's like.
And you know what? The funny thing is that this movie was delayed a couple of times. I think
Yes,
2 times, right?
that was due to COVID though.
Yeah, and then most people say it's because they were reshooting some scenes, some CGI was being made that look right, and then from what I heard from actual people that have seen the movie already, is that the CGI doesn't look that good, or it seems like it's everywhere. Like they play so much CGI that it doesn't blend well with the back.
That. I mean, technically, every movie has CGI in it. It's just a really good CGI artist will make it so subtle that you don't even fucking notice there's CGI in it. Like Wolf of Wall Street has CGI in it. If you know that, if you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know that.
yeah,
A lot of people don't know that a lot of the set pieces are CGI.
yeah.
It's just that it's so seamless, you don't even fucking realize it's CGI. But the fact
Yeah, but
that it's
the thing is that Wolf of Wall Street didn't need like very complex.
no, exactly. It's just a set piece, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
blends in really well. When you have moving figures in CGI, is a lot more noticeable because you can tell that it's fake. But is it Sony does have a problem when throwing too much CGI into their movies. Like even Marvel throws way too much CGI in the movies, but it looks clean. Like it looks super super clean.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed because we went recently to go see the Batman, right? Do you remember if you guys seen it? Then you also remember the scene where they're on the top of the roof, where they keep coming back to it because they were about to throw that guy out of the roof.
Yeah,
They meet Catwoman there a couple of times. They kiss there in the top of the roof,
yeah.
and you see that huge city that they trying to make it look like very cinematography likely, like
Yeah, it's different cities matched in together.
yeah, but it just they're doing the new because now they don't use the CGI. They don't wait for to place it afterwards. They just do it on the set with a whole with a new kind of they call it a dumb or something like that. Because they use the same kind of method for all the new Disney series movies with the Mandarin, with Mandalorian, with the Mandalorian and the Boba Fett, where they could just blame the actual scene, where the actors are at, and then the background, and it looks like they're actually in that place, and it helps
So
the actors.
it looks more realistic, and it does help the actor, create that that realism.
Yeah,
Because a lot of time the actors are just looking into blank space and just
but
like, oh,
in the
imagine that's there.
In the Batman, you can tell that there's because if you've seen it behind the scenes, and I saw that shit, I was like, oh, they had the dumb there because the city. I don't know why, even though they want to make it look like it's far away and it's a 3D scene and whatnot in the background, it seems like the LDD is too close to them, to the set.
I didn't notice that.
So it looks like, I don't know, it just looks weird. Watch, if you go back to that scene, it's like, yeah, it looks like it's too big because if they would have done it afterwards, where they do the whole post production thing, but they just place it afterwards. Yeah. Then they will make sure that the scale looks better with the actors. In this case, it seems like the LEDs were too close to the actors, so it kind of didn't blend really good.
It was kind of off.
Yeah, but it just so happens it looks so beautiful that people didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, it was red half the time.
Yeah, so I it is what it is. I'm just saying, but in this case, when it comes to Morbius, I'm sure they did not do that. They did a lot of like behind the scenes, and like post production when it comes to CGI. That's why they took their time, and people are not complaining, not just on that because it looks like the CGI is there, like you could tell that it's there, but their story it's not even. Like they didn't give a fuck about the story. They just like, the story structure, let's throw it out of the window. We need to complete this movie.
I think Sony is too focused on creating a Spider-Verse that it's like you're not gonna do what Marvel is doing. You might as well just work with them and make decent movies instead of trying to make your own universe. It's like you're just gonna kill it. You're gonna mess it up.
Yeah, but we still haven't seen it. We didn't go see it. If she can see the audience score is about 62, it might increase to 65 perhaps, or it might go down.
It might increase, depending on how many more people see it. Because right now it's still early. There's only been a day, so we might see it. I think it's gonna stay in the C. I think that's what it's gonna be at. And so we're not gonna see it go to 70.
Some people were upset because they thought they're gonna see, what's it called? The guy comes out in the second Spider-Man movie.
Andrew Garfield?
No. The second on I think it was No Way Home. What was it called?
Oh well.
No, it wasn't No Way Home. The other one. I think it was the first Spider-Man.
Is it? Wait,
with
you talking about Andrew
no,
Garfield?
no, no,
Andrew
no,
Garfield.
with
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Um,
Oh,
Remember
the Vulture?
the Vulture?
He
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to
You know how
see the
like people
Vulture.
wanted to see the Vulture more in this movie, at least.
You can tell that the Vulture was just a setup guy. Like
Yeah,
he's just
like,
setting
but
things
if you
up.
happen to see the spoiler thing, the video that is like circulating out there in
Yeah,
the internet, it's not there. It's
he's
not there. It doesn't come out till the end.
he only speaks to him a few times.
Well, it just comes out at the end. That's it. That's why people start complaining. Like,
Oh, but in
I
the
thought we were gonna
trailers
see him.
because
Yeah,
in the
that's
trailers
why.
he was
That's in the trailer. They thought there were gonna be some scenes, and they took him off.
they took him off.
Yeah, they took him off from those scenes, and then now you only see it at the end of the movie where he
That's
just talks
dumb
on.
because in the trailer it made it seem like
Yes,
Vulture was one of the reasons he was going
yes,
towards being that person.
yes, but it's not like they took him off from the movie. It only comes out at the end.
Good job, Sony. You won an Oscar for failing. You need that Will Smith smack, bro.
Oh my god! Yeah.
So that's what they say.
Uh,
Like movies everywhere. Like they say that at the beginning, that people enjoy how he became Morpheus or whatever. But after
Yeah.
that, it's just a mess. And people are like, oh, what the fuck is this? Yeah. But it is what it is.
Sony just let Kevin Feige do what he does best: make movies, Marvel movies.
Yeah, but you know how Sony is.
Fucking Sony, leave it to them to fuck things up.
I mean,
Now it's like let's put it everywhere. In the
like
movie,
Ruben
everywhere.
went to see Uncharted recently. You went to see Uncharted by yourself, right? Josh, or with your friends?
I went with my friends.
Okay, so how do you thought about the movie? It was
I thought it was decent.
decent. Ruben said he was trash.
It was. I thought I was saying before I went to go see it with you guys. It's gonna be an entertaining movie to watch, but a crappy story.
The
Like
story didn't make
as
sense.
a
I didn't like the story.
as the movie at it on its own, like as a movie, like whatever. Entertainment wise, you'll be entertained. It's an entertaining movie.
But that story, man.
Story wise, it's like it's like the most basic shit in the world. Like it's not that crazy. But then again, it's like they're not even going with the original Uncharted story. It's a prequel,
They go-
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like it. 'Cause it didn't stick
I
to the
enjoy.
Uncharted movie.
It was better than I expected it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be hot trash, but it was like it was a decent film to watch. Like at least when you watched it, you were entertained, and
Bro,
that's,
at least,
honestly that's really the most important thing about watching a movie is if you're
bro,
entertained or not.
this is why I agree with it. Like, I will watch it once. And that's it. I won't watch
I
it
could
again.
rewatch it again. It has some parts I was like, oh, that was like, yeah, because the chemistry between Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg it was spectacular. It was entertaining to watch them interact with each other.
Where is it
So,
supposed to come
that's-
out?
Yeah, that's my take.
Where's it supposed to come out? Like later, HBO Max,
I don't know, maybe Disney Plus.
Disney
No,
Plus.
no.
Okay.
Maybe Netflix because it's a Sony film. They have a
Okay.
deal with Netflix.
I guess you have to wait for it to come out on Netflix.
Yeah, Sony
It's
doesn't
not
have
gonna be
their
in Spanish. It's not gonna be Spanish, right?
they don't have their own service.
So with that being said, go check out Morpheus if you're there, or you could just wait for it to come out on Netflix.
Yeah, or on TV.
I don't think so. Or just wait for it to come out on like Amazon. Just buy it. For
Morbius is definitely gonna come out on Netflix.
or Amazon for $3.
Yeah, or
So,
rent it.
let's move on to a little bit more serious topic. Obviously, more sexual allegations have come out,
Another one.
but in this case, is now for
No,
Activision again
Don't do
and Blizzard, but now it's has to do with Microsoft and the studio behind the State of Decay 3. So
State of
You,
Decay.
you tried to fix Blizzard. What are you doing?
what's going on here, guys?
Well,
Oh,
it turns out that was it Playground Studios, the one that made State of Decay. So
Is
the
it?
developers, I think it's Playground Studios. See,
Oh, still
State
have the same problem before.
of Decay developer. Undead Labs. Okay, so Undead Labs suffers from the same shit that the game industry has been suffering, which is hard crunch, long work hours, sexual harassment, this and the third, blah 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 blah. So ever since lawsuits have been going around the block in the gaming industry, everyone and their mother is coming out.
Bro,
So
it's the domino effect, bro. One come
so
out, everybody come out.
It's the Me Too movement instead of Hollywood now for gaming, the game industry.
Yep.
And you know how it's sad to think the game industry was this way, especially when it comes to their culture and the environment where they work at.
yeah,
Uh,
because
well,
let's be real. In the beginning, this was a male dominant,
yeah,
industry,
yeah.
very male dominant industry, and you know how guys are. So, I
Unfortunately,
mean,
it seems like it.
like I get it, cause like when you have a group of friends and they're making games and then they start selling that game, now you have a studio. So now you have a business, right? But the way you interact with your friends on a daily is completely different the way you interact with a professional. So when you bring that into the studio, you keep that, that culture there because y'all just friends, y'all joke around this and that. You know how you guys are with each other. Once
Mhm.
you start bringing more people into the circle, that's when things start getting shaky because not everyone has your sense of humor. Some people are more thin-skinned than others. Some people can't take a fucking joke. You can literally smile at them and they'll be like, "What the fuck you smiling
Yeah,
at?"
look what happened with
Like
Will Smith.
like little people literally so there's people out there that can't take a joke, that are way too uptight, too serious, and you say something wrong, they're gonna take it as an offense. But at the end of the day, even if like people can't take a joke as a third, there is still a level of like professionalism that you should have, especially when you have a business. So like you can joke around, do this and a third, but at a more professional level, I guess that I guess you put fun and business and mix it together, whatever. But like that culture never left because they're the originators, they're the founders. That's how they were.
I think
That's how they instill their culture into everybody else because it worked. It wasn't like they didn't take things too seriously. They was just we're just here to make a game and make something, do something we love, and we joke around as we do it. That's how it started, and then it just started getting out of
yeah.
hand.
So
Way
basically,
too out of hand, especially when women started becoming into the stepping into the game
oh
industry.
yeah, it was even worse. But I feel like it was a part of a culture that nearly left. It was just the root of the problem. But people
Yeah,
say like, let's cover it with more people. Like,
and
no,
then
no,
and the
don't
thing
say
is
that.
like once you start that culture and then you move from studio to studio and then you spread that culture and then it's just like it just becomes
Intoxicated, yeah.
it's like you said, it's a domino effect. It just moves from one place to another,
So
and if there's no regulation, no one stops it, no one cares. It's gonna continue doing going, and the CEOs, they don't care as long as they're making their money. They're like, do whatever the fuck you want,
and
like
the thing,
literally.
the bigger the company, the worse it gets because they're trying to like
Yeah, and
don't
it's
do
true.
that, don't do
And
that,
also, like
cover
when
it.
it comes to crunch and long work hours, if you're a big company and you have deadlines, it happens. Don't get me wrong. A lot of developers slack the first like 6, 7 months of development, and a lot of the game is made the
Yeah,
last few months
yeah,
of
and
like the
also
last year of developing the game.
it also has to do with power grabs. Right? There's a lot of people who are in positions of power where they could make extremely, you know, decisions that could help you in your career. All right, and a lot
Yeah,
of women happen to be in a position where they will have to go the extra mile to prove themselves
yeah,
to men. In these cases, they found themselves in very awkward positions because people will make a move towards them, and that will make them feel very out of place because they feel they had to do something in order for them to fulfill uh, their satisfactory work, which for a male guy, they just had to do their own fucking shit and that's it. And for them, it's like they had to get out of the way to prove that they're not just a worker, but also it could be a good friend of them, right?
yeah.
But doing extra work. And this case
Um,
is, oh
Look,
look,
man.
Ken is back.
And every industry crunches a thing.
Yeah. So Ken, what do you think?
Everybody crunches, bro. When you got to take that test and you got a week, you're crunching. Like it just happens. Like if you don't plan accordingly, you're gonna crunch. And truth be told, a lot of people slack, including developers. And guess what? They got to crunch. It just
Mhm.
happens. It sucks. Like it really fucking sucks. I hate crunch, but it's weird I can't mute your mic. It's weird because I tend some of my best work was when I waited last minute.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I just work that way. If I have 4 months to do something, it's gonna be done the last month. I work so much better under pressure.
Yeah, that's me too. Ruben hates that. Ruben hates that about me. Like, oh, what are you doing in the last minute? You don't get it, bro. That rush that you get to
No,
finish your.
but you're a special occasion. You're
Oh
special.
wow, really?
Yeah, it's because like you don't wait till the last minute. You wait till like if you have an essay due, you'll
He
wait
waits the
until
day
like 3
before.
hours, right?
You
You'll wait like
wait
3
till like
hours
two,
before it's
3
due.
hours.
Nah, I
Yeah.
wait maybe a day
Take
before.
it,
Maybe
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yo, I remember way back during the RSU days. It was like man, it was color theory, and yo, bro, we had 3 months to get this final done, and I waited to the last day.
Bro, that color theory, dude. Oh my god, that little square thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yo, I literally I thought I was like, oh, it's gonna be nothing. I waited until the night before, bro. I was up all night. I was like, yo, it took me
bro.
8 hours
Yeah.
to do that.
Bro,
Oh,
my
man.
we had a final. It took me 14 hours to finish it, but I got an A. And he
Yeah,
loved that.
you're crazy. You crazy.
He
man.
loved that fucking shit. And he's
Oh,
like, damn, that took you so long. I was like, yeah, it took like a month. Little did he know I did that shit last night.
Yeah.
the only class I didn't slack off at art school was the map for what's that shit called?
Oh, for Nick in the class?
Game Wizards. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it. That was the only time I didn't slack off. I was like, I'm gonna put a lot of effort into this because I like
Yeah,
it.
we made a sick ass map.
Yeah.
But then people were hating on our skills, so fuck them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
People literally copied one game and they got like, oh my god, that's amazing. I'm like, it's Angry Birds.
yeah, no.
But it was popular back then. That
Bro,
was
they
back-
literally copied and pasted Angry Birds, and the professor was like,
That's
wow. I was like, they literally just copied the fucking game, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was pissed. That pissed me off.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, crunch, man, it really does fuel some people, but some people it does not, man. It
But I mean,
does
when it comes
really
to the
not.
industry, it's not like people are leaving things for last. Ask Kenneth and his experience when he worked for EA.
I have no experience with it. So the thing
So-
is that when it comes to crunch, because you gotta understand when you make a video game, it's a team sport, right? So it's like if one piece doesn't get done, you can't really do a lot of the other pieces, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, so I could understand what it is. On top of that, we're talking about like, production. It's not like a class project, right? It's like this is an actual you're making money thing. There's budgets you have to follow.
Mhm.
On top of that, there's things that get changed mid game, right? So like you might have a plan for X, then you start making X. but
Shit,
if-
you could probably scrap the whole game.
right, and then you find out, oh, X is not going to work, or X is not going to work as intended, or it might cause other problems, so you got to take it out. And so it's like, because it's like the thing is that if you never programmed before, for like in a large setting, it could take days, if not weeks, to deprogram. I mean not debug, but to debug the code, right? And so it's like it's just one of those things as a part of production. So I get more reason why it's delayed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like when it comes to crunch, sometimes people are just BSing around.
Yeah. Like,
that sucks.
I know because I've done it.
Yeah.
You did it,
a
Kyle?
lot. It's crazy. Like a lot of my creative ideas come to me, when I'm under pressure. When I'm just chilling, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. But
Yeah, I remember one time I decided to take my time and make this amazing essay. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write this essay. I got a C on that essay. And I was like, you know what? F this then. I would just do it last minute then. I did it last minute. I got an A. I was like, of course.
I cannot do it when it comes to writing. Like for me, it's like I have to take my time.
I've
I do it
written
again and again and again.
I've written a 15-page essay in 2 days.
Same here.
So
Same here.
yeah, it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad.
But it's doable.
I
It is
remember.
doable. It
You,
was
you,
the
you can ask Ruben that one time where I lost my USB and I had to
Oh my
I
god.
had to redo a whole
Oh,
research paper in like 2 hours.
and he did, yeah, bro. I
I
tell
did
him
it. I
this,
did
they
it.
did it.
I did
And
it.
the worst,
Damn.
he got an A for it. That's the worst part
So
of
that
it.
he was typing 1,000 keys a second, bro.
I
Oh,
had to
he
get all
was
I had to get all the sources again, everything.
he
I was
was so
like,
concentrated, like,
Damn.
but then like
I
right
feel
the day after the because we were in the club, they had my USB.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so like when I went back to the club and I showed them my ID, they're like, "Oh, wait, are you Kenneth?" They're like, "Oh, I think we have your USB." I'm like, "Motherfucker."
wow.
I remember that
Because
when he
the club is where I did when I had to rewrite the essay. So I could have just went there the whole time.
no,
That's
but
fun.
it was funny because he's like, all right, I turned in my report. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then the next day, you know what happened? I just got my USB, and he got so mad about it, bro. I'm like,
I did it.
he got butthurt, no man. He got
I got through it though.
Yes.
he got an A
So,
for it.
so sometimes crunch can be a magical thing.
It
Not
can
for
be.
me, man. Not for me.
It
Sometimes
can be. But like it shouldn't be like the standard, like
Of course
for
not.
sure.
Of course
Like
not.
shouldn't be. Crunch should be something that you are willing to do. You know, it
Yeah,
should be forced.
I think that's the thing is that if it's the individual who likes that works well under pressure or they were
Yeah.
slacking off, okay, they should crunch. But I think the problem starts with everyone has to crunch
Yeah.
because a piece got delayed. So it's like now everyone is stuck at the office.
Or
Everyone
everyone
is
is
right,
chilling,
right.
going on vacations, you know, for research.
Yeah.
For
You know,
research.
partying and all that, and then like, oh shit, we got a game to release in 6 months. All right, guys, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Sometimes they be killing it.
Hey, man,
Hey,
it's
hey,
true.
hey, that's how we call Cyberpunk. That's how we
Look
call
at
Cyberpunk.
Anthem. Look at Anthem. That game was made in 6 months.
Look at Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah, it was like 8 months.
They didn't have the time to put the Nintendo Magic on it.
They made a game that everyone loves.
Uh,
But I
Yes.
feel like Cyberpunk should be like that, but then it didn't.
Nintendo Magic makes things work.
And then there's Star Fox Zero.
How long does it take to make that game?
8-9 months.
You can see
Miyamoto said this. I have this tech demo. Platinum Games turned into Star Fox. I was like, you fucking moron. Like, why would you do that? But it
Yeah.
is what it is.
But the tech,
Not everything is gold in
but
Nintendo.
the tech demo they needed to turn into something was
That
the
Luigi
tech-
Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion and Metroid on a Nintendo Land
Yeah, that was
for the Wii
Yeah.
U.
missed opportunity.
A lot of missed opportunities.
Yeah, missed opportunity. I'm
Either
surprised
way,
they never made a Luigi's Mansion game where you use the Wii you can use the flashlight or the vacuum. That's crazy.
I think the one for Switch can, but I never tried it. I always played it handheld.
Oh, okay. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Very weird.
They say, "Hey, let's skip. It's a generation of motion controls. Let's skip that generation."
Right? Like I don't understand.
Here's a Wii U where you can use the Wiimotes on. Let's skip that and put it on 3DS. Like what the fuck is wrong
Bruh.
with you?
But aside from Burnout and Crunch, apparently there was a lot of bullying going on at this labs, whatever the fuck they're called. I forgot what they're called already. People who make State of Decay.
Uh,
Lab what? What is it? Then I
The
just
lab,
had it too. Huh?
Dead Lab. Is it
Undead
Dead Lab?
Labs, yeah,
Undead
Undead
Lab.
Labs.
Yeah, there you go.
Undead.
Yeah. So there's a lot of bullying, sexism, and all that stuff. That shit ain't cool. And you know, that's another studio that Microsoft was, putting some money in that, has these issues. So
Look,
I don't know. Phil Spencer,
Microsoft got to clean those again.
man, you're not cleaning house like you supposed to, man. You gotta be sweeping these floors every day.
the thing is, the thing is, no one cares until they get caught. Because, like I said, the developers, even the sexist ones, the racist ones, are still making money. They're still
Mhm.
going out there making hundreds of thousands of dollars for the company, making sure. Because remember, these are world class, right? World class developers. They may, they're on their third game, right? That means they know how to make a game. They've been with the company for a while. They know
Yeah,
how to work in a Hollywood, quote unquote Hollywood production. So it's hard to replace those kind of people.
that's true.
So they just let it go until they get caught. They're like, "Oh shit, we didn't know. Get the fuck out of here." And,
They know my ass.
and
So
you
what's
know,
gonna
and
happen? You think Microsoft's gonna give him the boot?
the studio itself, maybe they're gonna start firing some people, obviously, but honestly, they're gonna probably fire some people, hire on some people who are probably gonna be the same way. Because, like I
Yeah,
said, obviously, this is a problem in the gaming industry if it happens to like every studio like clockwork, right?
like clockwork.
They're gonna hire us new people. It's probably gonna start all over again, and then be where it
You know what I
is.
think is gonna happen? There's gonna be like set regulations and actually like strict laws within this industry because every other industry has it, but gaming.
Yeah, I mean, I think they might have to. Honestly, they might just have to do small studios, do little studios where it's easier to control, like Super Giant Games, right? Super Giant Games is not a big studio, but they make some amazing games. They'll just make little
'Cause
studios.
even Rockstar did the whole burnout thing too.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is I mean, look at Grand Theft Auto. Can you imagine how much dialogue you have to put in there?
And look, I mean, in Fortnite too,
Yeah,
like Epic Games they were bullying these people. Like,
yeah, they had the
there's a
lips out
reason
there.
why you got content every fucking week. Like,
Yeah, no, they bought the whips out for Fortnite. I mean,
it was insane. It was like literally like, oh, got to the point where like, oh, if you complain, you're fired.
pretty much.
And it's like, well, they are at will, so they can do that. So
Yeah, the thing is, it's just too much, man. It's just like it. Just, I think this is another reason that goes against live services.
yeah, you need too much hands on deck.
You know?
I think live services works if you have like a plethora of employees. If you have 50, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but
Um,
I honestly, I think that, and I think they need to get like take the executive like compensation and control that too. I think a lot of that has to do with it because this is like it
they
makes
get
no
to choose their salary, man.
not only that, but it's like it makes no sense why a lot of these people earning more than Tim Cook, right? Tim Cook is the CEO
I
of Apple.
and then they have all these budget cuts and layoffs and like, oh, we don't have the money.
My salary goes up though. My bonuses is like 4 times as much. It's like,
Remember when actor when what is it? I think it was Black Ops. Was it 3 or
was
was
it?
it 4? It broke records.
Costerio was all right.
Oh no,
It
it was no. It was I think it's a one by Infinity Ward. I know what you're talking about.
Modern Warfare?
Modern Warfare.
I don't think it was Modern
Infinite
Warfare.
Warfare?
I think it was Infinite Warfare.
It was one of these Call of
Right.
Duty games. I think it was a Treyarch game, I'm not sure, but it was
But
one of these Call of Duty games. It literally broke records that year, and, the investors was like, "Yeah, we're disappointed on the sales. We're gonna lay people off." And I was like, "Excuse me?"
They can
The
get more money in their
the
pockets.
game literally broke records, Call of
yeah,
Duty records, and that's not enough?
yeah,
And
yeah, because that was a year right before Apex came out, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing. It was that, and then that same year, Bobby Kotick was like, "Oh, my bonus should be like twice as much." I was
And then
like,
he laid allowed so many people off, and he got a cut. He got a pay raise. I'm like, "Get the
like,
fuck out of here, man."
yeah,
That's
I think they need to control that. I think they need to keep that under control. Um, because it's ridiculous. Like, because the game has to go to support all that, right? These games have to go support what millions of dollars in bonuses
and look and
for.
think about it, right? Bobby Kotick was like, I mean, let's be real. He ain't stupid. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna do these budget cuts, and I'm gonna move everyone to Call of Duty, and I'm gonna become more wealthy than you could ever fucking imagine.
Yeah.
I
That's
did
actually
that. Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, it's getting so high where it's like a lot of these compensation packages could make a whole new game.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly insane.
Look, yeah, see, so Bobby Kotick, 2020, was given $155 million in bonus.
God damn.
And then this year, he was trying to get almost 400 million in bonus. We're not talking about his normal paycheck. We're talking about bonus.
Yo, that's $500 million, man.
That's a game. That's a couple games.
That is a couple games.
It's
A
ridiculous.
couple small games. That's a movie. That is a Marvel movie right there.
Like it was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's dumb, bro. Like it's once these greedy CEOs like they just like whatever. I don't care about the games. I just want to make the money. Clearly,
Remember that was the guy who used to work for one of the big companies. He says like, "Oh, my company went bankrupt, and he stole all the money for the investors and keep it for himself." What was the name of that guy? It
I don't
was
know.
like a long time ago. It was I watched it like an old video in my kind of person like this
Yeah,
when you
no,
don't do the company. Like
yeah, no, you,
he can call it can solve. He said, I call myself bankrupt." So he bankrupt the whole company, and the money they had to pay for all the employers and the investor, he just keep it to himself and he left.
yeah, no, they just need to get under control because like what the trick is, a lot of these CEOs, what they would do is they would just they'll take like a super low pay, right? Like
Hmm.
so their paycheck would be like 50 grand a year, 40 grand a year, 60 grand a year. And then they'll give themselves ridiculous bonuses.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. This is the stop.
Mhm.
They need to get that under control, like I said.
But either
for
way,
sure.
just to change the topic a little bit, there's this recent news that came out today about people on Reddit being mad about this guy who happens to be like a game journalist and reviews games and whatnot. That he got caught, I guess, watching um a tutorial guide for a specific game. I think it was the Kirby Land new game,
Hmm.
and he got caught on his history that he has seen. I think one video, full guide, tutorial guide, had to go through the game, and people on Reddit started going at this guy because saying, imagine getting paid to play video games and review them, but instead you go and fucking my watch tutorials, and from that you'll actually write your shit.
IGN, Kotaku, GameSpot, G4, they all do this shit.
Okay.
Like this is not news.
It's like I said, it's if you are talking about an industry that can pay you millions of dollars, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get that money.
Yeah. Look, there are YouTubers. I'm not gonna name one. Ken knows who I'm talking about. It's a synonym for shit. You know, literally will review games he's never played by just going to another review, write down some notes, and then just use that review as his own review.
Yeah,
People do this shit on a daily. People just don't notice it.
yeah, because
IGN, those big journalist companies, do you think
yeah,
they play these games throughout? No. One
No,
person
they just
plays.
do it.
was it
Yeah.
was it a- was it an IGN was it an IGN that got caught like a couple years ago stealing a review from like an older from
Yeah,
like a
it
smaller
was
YouTube?
IGN. It was IGN journalist.
Yeah, like they do this all the time because one, it takes a lot to 100% of the game, right? I'm not even
Yeah.
lying.
Yeah.
But two, it's just my guess is that maybe they just don't feel like doing it. I mean, after seeing so many games, they're probably burned out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's honestly
it's not surprising at all, actually.
video game journalism is also a team effort.
Yeah.
One person can't play all these games and review them and be on point, like
Yeah,
to the
one,
T.
one person will play it, get all the stuff. One person will write the script about it and all the stuff that's
Yeah.
there, and then one person will narrate it.
Like personally, I feel like if the person who played the game should be the reviewer, but like I get it, but like it's just the way it is nowadays. There's too many games out there.
I know, but it's like they felt disrespected. I believe that's how they felt.
No,
Like I get it, because it's like you go through you go to a person who's reviewing a game because you think they're credible, because you think that they honestly play the game and that their experience is tailored to what they're saying. So you're like, okay, cool. I think it's like when you go to when your friends are telling you about the freaking movie, you're like, oh, he saw it. I'm gonna take his opinion for it. If he didn't see it, why am I listening to his opinion?
Yeah,
That's just how it is.
I think it's that, and I also think it's that like this is like a long-standing fight between games journalism and then
Yeah.
online gamers.
And all these journalists out there and video game journalists, they're not video gamers. They don't play games at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've heard from some is like, well, they used to play a lot, but because they have a journalism job, they have to pay less.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like the people are expecting real gamers. It
Yes.
doesn't make sense.
Yes.
But again, it's like I said it once, say it again. When you have a website that's out there talking about you shouldn't play a Pokemon game because it has too much water, even though
You
you
lost all credibility.
should have already realized there was something up. Like I stopped reading IGN a long time ago.
Man, I remember back in the early 2000s, what got me to IGN was when Smash Bros. Melee came out, and they would post all the pictures, all the characters, and it excited me. And I would be in IGN every fucking day for like years. Then after a certain point, I just stopped going to the
Yeah, no,
website.
yeah, no, the quality definitely dropped off. Like I get it. Like there are sometimes like
Yeah.
GameSpot was another one.
Yeah.
GameFAQs. I don't know. That's an old one.
That's
Ooh.
a really
Game
old one.
Game
'cause,
Facts is still
so
around though. They're
yeah,
still around.
I know. It's an
Game
old.
trailers.
Yeah, exactly. Game trailers. And so it wasn't bad. Like it was entertaining at the time, but
Back in the day, it was actually, it was good.
it was decent. Yeah,
Because it was passion it was passion, what's that called? Passion
Journalist.
centric?
yeah.
Passion centric, I should say, where they were passionate about the jobs they were doing. It was actually, gamers coming in, writing about games, talking about games. Now it's just like, I'm a journalist, I need a job. Okay, cool. Here's a script, blah,
But
blah, blah.
I think another thing too is the reason the quality probably dropped is because if you're good at IGN, you can just do that for 100% of the profit on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
You
which
can
is
do
what a
whatever it
lot
is,
of people did.
right? You can just be like,
Yeah.
hey, I know how to do it for IGN. Screw that.
And on YouTube, you don't have deadlines. You can
Yeah,
review that game and release whenever the fuck you want, and
pretty
then
much.
your loyal fan base will come back and watch that.
Pretty much. So
So,
it's one of those things where it's just like I think once upon a time would have been great,
yeah.
but this doesn't really surprise me at this point. I mean, we've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
You can go back to the Cuphead incident. You can go
My
back to the
god.
you can go back
He
to so
couldn't get past the tutorial, man, like,
right. You could just see it. It's just like
I got a question. How the hell did you pass the tutorial while dashing? You had to literally dash to pass the tutorial.
no, because what ends up happening is that you can if you just jump close enough to it and you just barely tap the edge, you'll glitch onto the top of the thing and go over it.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. I
Yo,
didn't yeah,
yo, glitch to it.
yeah, the thing is that what he's talking about is that I didn't know you could dash in Cuphead until like maybe like the last 3 bosses.
Oh yeah, I remember it. So like,
Apple
it,
Apple was playing it in intense.
So, yeah,
I
so like
remember
literally like some bosses, I just had to like hope I survive with 2 lives and
it.
then take the hit and then go over.
Yo, I remember I was playing Cuphead and I was like, really, oh, you could do that? That's what I heard about Kenny one time. Like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
So last topic.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
Kenobi.
Kenobi has been delayed.
Bro, it got delayed by 3 days, right?
Of course, it's not with this one.
About 3 days?
No, I got it by
Yeah,
two.
2
By
days.
two. Like 2 days.
So
But the
it's
thing
gonna
is,
be.
but instead of releasing just one episode, they're gonna release 2.
So what's the point?
Wait, so it got delayed by 2 days and this is news?
Yeah.
No, there's no news. What the
The
hell?
thing is,
Well, thanks for coming to the podcast then.
it got released. It got delayed 2 days, and then they're gonna release 2 episodes now, and also it's gonna be released the same day that a new what's it called? They call the
Moonlight?
no the kids. Remember the kids with the group of the kids with monsters and shit. Netflix.
Oh, Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things. So the new Netflix Stranger Things season, the final one, is gonna come out the same day as this now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Stranger Things, this last season probably not be that good.
Most likely.
One of the things about Stranger Things was it was interesting seeing kids go through this. All of
Yeah,
them are
but now
adults.
those, it's
Yeah.
like it. It's like it, man. I
All
just
of them
fucking
are
it.
adults now. Like I think what season 3 was like what 2017,
Is it? No.
2019.
19, yeah, 19. So
19.
it was about 3 years ago. They're adults, dude. Like it's like no one see a dog go through that. Who cares?
Think about it. Stranger Things came out back in 2015.
Yes.
It's almost gonna be 10 years. It's been 7 years
7
since
years.
Stranger Things.
Are you sure 15 or 16?
One of the two. One
Let's
of the
see.
two.
I mean, Stranger Things one, the first season. I thought it was
Yeah.
17.
Well, no, because that was season 2 because it took 100 years. Yes, it was 16. 16. Yeah.
Okay, 16.
Yeah. Summer 16. And it was amazing because it was out of nowhere. Like it was
Yeah.
okay, it was pretty good. But then like season 2 was okay. Oh, it was season 2 was a bad one. What was the one where she was like with those group of kids who are like outcasts from the experiments?
Oh, that's season 3.
Season 2.
That was season
Oh, it
3?
was 3?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was trash.
Yeah.
Like people, I
Yeah,
remember when I worked at
they
Toys
just
R Us, they were like,
I
"Oh, that
don't
was good."
know.
I'm like, "Nope."
I honestly
they
don't
just
know
tossed
what they
that
were going
out.
with that. I don't know what they were where they were going with that. It just they tossed it there and then they forgot about it.
Pretty much.
Because supposedly everyone had no, just her, right? Just she's the only one who had
No,
superpowers. Everyone
other
did.
people have other had powers.
Yeah, they tossed that out quickly after like, nah, let's just not continue that shit.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh, only is the only one that has powers. I'm like,
Imagine
Yeah, it
if
was
they
weird.
bring it back. I'm sure they'll bring it back.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Either
It
way,
was nasty.
I guess they're gonna close the chapter on this.
Yeah.
Because season 4 was interesting. Oh, it was the season when the kid has like started dreaming about it.
Season 3, right?
I think it's the same season when she left.
No, so season 2 was a bad one. Yeah,
Season 2 was
season 2 was bad. Yeah, because that's
season
what
3 was
that's when he first got stuck in there, and then season 3 was when they were trying to get him out, and that's when he
which
started
was
having
successful, right? And they were-
right. Yeah, the end of season 2 is when they were getting him out, and then season 3 was him going through all that stuff.
Yeah.
With so it was so season 3 was pretty good. Season 2 was trash. There you go. Like people told me it was good. I was like, nope.
Yeah, it
Season
was
2 was pretty bad though.
pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like season 2.
Season 3 was more suspenseful.
Yeah. So I don't know. Imagine we're talking more about Stranger Things than actual Kenobi. But either
I
way,
mean, because the thing is, we don't even know where they're gonna go with this show.
Yeah. Stranger Things, we already have a foot.
yeah.
a
But
foot-
I'm just finding it funny.
footnote.
But yeah, 2 days being delayed, not so much. People who are gonna be happy now. They're gonna be with 2 episodes instead of 1.
I guess.
What else? Oh yeah, it's coming out on the 27th. So May, right?
Yeah.
May 27th.
Yeah,
It's still like
Friday.
2 months, almost 2 months.
About.
Either way,
I hope it's I mean, I hope that they don't do any dumb retcons. Like that was the one thing I didn't like about the new trilogy was that they kind of changed a lot of stuff.
They
and it made
retcon so
sense.
much shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, why do you got to take down the original trilogy with you? Like, like it was already trash. Yeah, you got to bring down the other one. Like, so like, let's
It-
hope they don't do anything
And
crazy.
you know
like
what's great? The new trilogy retcon their own shit too. Because there
Yeah.
were things that they retcon for the second movie, and I was like, why? And then like just different direction, different directors and shit.
Yeah, because I heard Ray was supposed to be Kenobi's daughter or something like that.
yeah.
It's not though. It's
It
not.
would have made more sense if she was.
But
But
But she's not.
she's Palpatine. Fuck
She's
out of here, bro. Like,
Palpatine. She's
it was just
Palpatine granddaughter, really?
and they threw that. I think they just threw that in there to bring Palpatine back.
yeah, they did it to drag down the whole franchise.
Which they did, yeah. It was really bad.
I was like, what? Because like, you know what that means, right? That means that Luke did fulfill the prophecy.
Didn't?
Yeah, because he was supposed to be the one to kill Palpatine. He didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now it's just like, okay, well, I guess what Ray non-Skywalker. All right.
No.
God.
She could call herself what she was.
It is
She
the
ain't a fan.
prophecy. She is a Skywalker.
Yeah, she tells herself at the end, I'm a Skywalker.
Yeah.
Like she can feel however she feels, but she's a Palpatine, okay? So she didn't fulfill this. She didn't fulfill it. It was ridiculous. Like his apprentice didn't kill him. The rule of one didn't kick in because obviously
then-
there's no more.
And then the way they kill Snoke was like, what the fuck, bro?
Yo, that was the worst kill ever, bro. There was
Yeah,
no fight there. It was like,
yeah,
cutting
I was just like, wait. So Snoke is supposed to be the Dark Lord now.
Lord, bro, and
And
they
he
didn't
just
kill
got
it
one
like
shot. Yeah, he just got one shot. I was just like, okay, whatever.
he just got one top, like, oops. There you go.
You got
Clearly, the TV series are doing the Star Wars franchise so much justice than compared to the movies.
yeah.
Yo, the movie's a joke. That's all I'm saying.
Even the
Compared to
spin-off movies, I was like, Solo was not. One,
No, you mean Kira feature.
and then the other one, the other spin-off, that one was okay. It was decent.
Rogue One was the best one,
Yeah,
in my
and
opinion.
that wasn't even the main
And
line
then-
movie.
That was my
Before
favorite.
the first Star Wars movie.
They're continuing the saga, right?
Which one?
The Rogue One. They're coming
Yeah,
back.
Rogue One, they
Oh,
all died.
no.
No.
It was before episode 4, so it would have been the if you were to put it in time, if it was released in real life, it would have take place before the first Star Wars movie ever released.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
it's
it's after 3 before 4, like right before 4.
yeah, but they coming out with a new series, right? With him,
Who?
with what's it called? The actor, Latino actor.
They all died, man.
Yeah, no, he dies at the end. Yes.
Oscar Isaac?
Yeah, no, the other guy was some dude who had a very thick accent. The guy who comes out in Narcos.
In Rogue One, he was in Rogue One.
Yeah, he was the guy.
So it's gonna be before Rogue
Remember,
One. Then.
it's supposed to be the guy, the bounty hunter that helps him with the robot that could talk.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm so
it's,
lost.
I'm still lost for what we're saying.
Is it?
Are you-
Isn't that Robert Isaac?
No, it's
Are you
not
talking
Isaac.
about Pedro Pascal?
No, no. It was like Luna something. I forgot his name.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, it's Diego Luna. Diego Luna. So,
Who?
Diego Luna. Yeah, he's okay. So there's a new series called Andor. Remember?
Oh, okay, Andor. That's that show. Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't really heard anything about it though.
Yeah, but he's supposed to come back to Rogue One story, but only with him.
Oh, that's it. Makes sense. Rogue One was their shining light.
Mhm.
But everybody
Only
died.
got burned. Yeah, everybody died.
Yeah, everyone dies.
Oh yeah, no, Vader fucked him up. Like, well,
Vader came through. Was like, "You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Oh, you think you're going? Go goodbye."
that's why he just gave him the disc. Like, bro, that's a wrap. Just take it.
Bro, he cut people in half. Like, yo, where you going? Man, give me that disc real quick.
Yeah, but that's all the news we had. All the topics that we have for today. Anything else you guys want to?
Nah.
No?
2 days.
2 days.
2 days delay, bro. I thought it was gonna be like a whole year delay. Like
Nah,
all
bro.
the
Whole
things we
year?
have now.
People would have fucking.
Nah.
Look
2
at the
days.
games that get
No,
delayed.
I don't know
Two
what.
Right.
No, just it was so. I think so dramatic that they had to bring Ian McGregor to make a video saying that he was sorry about the delay.
For what? 2 days?
Yeah, so I'm
Oh my
sorry,
God.
guys.
What would I do in 2 days? Oh my
Yeah.
God, no Star Wars.
I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he said he was apologizing. But either way, I think he just announced that. Oh, is there one episode you guys gonna get to for the delay? Okay, cool.
Is this picture of Kenobi? Is this Ewan McGregor?
Or-
No touch ups?
Oh, there's definitely touches.
I mean, most likely makeup. Obviously some Photoshop.
Right? Because I was just like, yeah, how old is he?
He's pretty up there. Remember, it's 20 years ago.
Oh, he's 51. Oh, yeah, okay. So yeah, he wouldn't be that different. Okay, there you go.
You probably see some wrinkles, but that's easy makeup.
Right?
know.
He's still early. He's middle age.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like in his
So, yeah,
50s.
he's early 50s. Not bad. Yeah, no issues.
He ain't aging like Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, just like what's his name?
Wesley
I
Snipes,
forget his name. Morgan.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Now Morgan Freeman is eternal. that dude has been old since like the 70s, bro. He literally looks the same.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw him in the Shawshank Redemption. I was like, "How old is he?"
Movies, bro. 20 years. He haven't aged for 20 years, dude. 2 decades. It's like
No,
yo.
he really found a fountain of youth and was like, I'm not telling a soul.
Right? Yeah, that movie came out when I was 2 years old, bro. He's like, I'm just be chilling here.
He still look. Yeah, he still
Oh,
look the same.
man.
Like, bro, I'm good. I'm good forever. I have another 100 years. I could look good.
But
Right.
yeah. Well, that's it for today, boys.
All right, then, guys. Make sure to catch us up next week at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Yet again, another episode.
We're on
episode
time
92.
today.
Yeah, thank God. That's because Kenny had to
Me.
go and do a meeting, and Josh decided not to sleep. Good. So
Actually, I tried. I just couldn't.
yeah. Thank you. Either way, catch you guys next week. Take care. Like, peace.
Deuces. Check out our
Yeah.
links. Comment below. Subscribe. Like, please. Like. Thanks.
And if you do, we'll teach you how to age like Morgan Freeman.
hit the like button if you want to see me smack Ruben next week.
All right, guys. Unless he goes away with a Pokemon show that we had.
Savage.
Forget it. All right, guys. Bye.